Disappointment. Back to that real fast. I want to make sure and close up all my little ends. Disappointment can lead to disillusionment. Disillusionment can lead to discouragement. Discouragement can lead to defeat. There's some people, you've allowed the disappointment in your heart to go on for so long, you're defeated. And when you're defeated, you just handed over your authority. And the Lord is saying, I want you to renounce disappointment off of your life, and I want you to take back your authority. Things may have not gone your way. I know so many people truly that have lost everything. Oh my gosh, in Vegas, you guys have no idea. Entire streets are closed down, literally. I mean, in neighborhoods, I'm not joking, that have probably 60, 70 condos have 4 occupied. I'm saying total devastation in Las Vegas. People, bank CEOs, CFOs of banks, lost everything. $1 million homes in foreclosure. No retirement. Lost everything. Everything's getting repoed. What is the opposite of disappointment? Thanksgiving. Yeah. What breaks disappointment? Praise. Yeah. See, we have that key ingredient that many of those people, when they lose everything, they don't have anything. So they spiral. But what do we have? We have hope. That God can and will use everything for what?
Good.
His glory. His good, His glory. God will replenish everything that has been robbed.
Yeah.
We continue to give, tithe, give offerings, even when we have lack. Our income does not dictate our generosity because we're the people of God. I'm a big believer in that. I don't care how much I have, I will continue to be generous. Even if I have nothing, I will be generous. Generosity breaks poverty. Thanksgiving and praise breaks discouragement, disappointment. God is wanting us to not focus on our circumstances, and I know we've heard this, I'm not saying anything new, but there has to be a mind shift where we truly begin in this house with this group of people. What do you have? What has God done?
That's good.
Not what He hasn't done, but what has He done? What is He doing? And what is He promising? That's what we're meditating on. Just like Philippians 4. What are you meditating on? What are you meditating on? What are you meditating on? Because what you meditate on is what comes out of you.
Yeah.
What are you full of? Are you full of fear? Are you full of faith?
Yeah.
What are you full of? The Lord is really after disappointment this morning. And I feel like there's been disappointment with relationships, disappointment with finances, but to be honest, the most important, disappointment with destiny.
Yeah.
That was the big one in here. Disappointment with your destiny. You're like, I thought there would be more. And I have some truth to speak over you if that pertains to you. And the truth is, there is.
That's right.
There is more.
Yeah.
There is more. You might feel like you're in a desert season, and when sometimes you feel like you're in a desert season, just keep walking. Because eventually you're going to get out of it. Just keep moving. Don't sit down. Don't lay down in the desert.
That's right. That's good.
You got to get yourself up. You got to keep walking. So much of us in the church are led by our emotions. You can't be led by your emotions. You have to make the choice to have joy sometimes. You have to make the choice to laugh and have fun. You have to make the choice to bless and to give and to be generous. You have to make that choice to honor and to prefer someone else. You have to make the choice. It's not about what I feel like. It's about because I know it honors. It's the right thing to do. Not out of a place of legalism or duty, but out of a place of honor of God. invite Dan to come back up, and we're going to go back into a time of worship. I know I went a little bit over. That's okay. I'd apologize, but I feel like the Lord's like, stop apologizing.
That's right.
I found it was funny. I listened back to a few of my tapes, and I apologized like 3 times. I was like, why am I so insecure? I'm not apologizing. Christa, just do it. So I've just made new commitments to myself. Like, I'm going to stop apologizing. I'm just going to do it.
That's right. Go for it.
But I want to hit that disappointment this morning. If that's you, I want a physical response. And that's not always necessary, but today it is. And I feel like it's necessary because I feel like there's business between sons and daughters and their father. He wants to go after that disappointment. You know what's interesting? For some of you, you're like, I'm not disappointed. But you're complacent. And complacent is a symptom of disappointment. Because when you're disappointed, you don't really care. You become disinterested. You become disconnected. You become isolated. You withdraw. You don't want to reach out. You're not looking for a relationship. You just want God, but you don't want any other relationship. That's not Jesus. Jesus didn't call you to be an island. He called you to be in a relationship. When you're disinterested in the things of the Spirit, there's often offense and disappointment that's settled in. If that's you this morning, I just want you to come up to the altar, and I want you to begin to have a dialogue with your Father. And I just feel like the Lord wants you just to ask for forgiveness for allowing disappointment to settle in, and for you to begin to ask Him, God, fill me with your faith, fill me with your love, fill me with your thanksgiving. And as you begin to praise and you begin to thank and worship Him, that disappointment's going to break. It's going to become unlodged. Because thanksgiving breaks disappointment.